I'm a social psychologist by training, and so most of my work centers around people management.
I would call myself a consumer behavior researcher.
I do work on low literate, low income consumers and subsistence marketplaces.
I do work trying to understand how people can be better at managing conflict and how they can be better at creating value in their organizations.
The thing that makes me want to come to the office late at night, work through the night, the thing that makes me want to wake up early in the morning, go to work, is understanding how people's memory works, how we can enhance their memory for marketing stimuli through repetition.
I started looking at consumers right here in the US and the problems they face, and over time I moved to contexts where poverty is more extreme, which I call subsistence marketplaces, particularly in India, but we've also done work in South America and Africa. What's different about our approach is that it's bottom up. So we start with people, their life circumstances, how they work as consumers and entrepreneurs, how they engage with the marketplace and so on, and then we build up from there as to how to develop products for them, how to develop business models, and how to understand what sustainable development means.
I try to examine the underlying theories that would help us understand why people remember information that's repeated and why some modes of repetition work better than others. That drives me, that motivates me.
When you think about the term sustainability, each of us has a meaning to it, and the meaning or the definition I use is very simple. It's can I look my 17-year-old in the eye, can I look a young person in the eye and say that I'm living in a way that's not taking away from their chances for a better future?
Social dilemmas are choices that people face between doing what's best for themselves versus doing what's best for their organizations. And because I'm also interested in negotiation, I'm interested in how people can resolve those dilemmas in a way that allows them to do what's best for themselves and what's best for their organizations.
We started off with a year-long learning experience with business, design, engineering, and other students. They go on this field trip to India and they do field research and they see for themselves and have the deep conversations in rural areas, semi-rural areas, urban areas, and so on.
Through the use of the case method, I try to ensure that my students learn theories that they can take with them and apply outside of the classroom.
There's really two things that they need. One is they need some kind of technical expertise. They also have to understand that no matter how much technical expertise you have, you're going to be working in organizations that are full of people.
At the end of every class, I stress and reinforce to my students that I want them to go out in the world and be successful. So the lessons in my class are also life lessons.
I have this dichotomy that I talk to students about in my courses that I call the head and the heart. That leadership is really about the management of information and the management of motivation. And this is something that I infuse in all of my courses and really try and push that on to students as the two foundation pieces that they should carry with them to be more effective at managing people in their own organizations.